Probably right in the middle of the segment, America, because we're here and you're there. Welcome back to a slug 'em down, sip 'em slow Saturday. I'll tell you right now, we are battling the elements. Look how we're dressed. Okay, it is Christmas. Yeah,
can't tell us we're not cold weather podcasters.
Well,
sorry for that.
Actually, the studio has no heat, so that's the other part.
Except for my farts.
Except for his farts, which are keeping us both warm.
Chestnuts roasting on an open a-hole.
Yes. Don't go there. Don't. The redoubtable one, the highly questionable Law Dog, is in Detroit in spirit. I thought he was at that Duke Michigan State game today. I don't know though. But what a Donny that was. Duke took down the Spartans, who were undefeated. It was at 9-0 versus 8-0, 66-60 in a defensive struggle.
Spartans.
They're for real. They could see each other again. Spartans are impressed me. I thought they might win that game, being it was in Michigan. But Duke is for real, and that kid Carlos Boozer, or his son Cam, whatever his name, Boozer, Cameron Boozer, he's for real. 18 and 15, and he had an off night. So they're for real. Anyway, but we're not here to tell you that. We're here to talk about our Week 14 picks, America.
Right.
As you know, we did the top 10 the other night, and since then we both took a bath on the Dallas-Detroit game because Alvin Ross St. Brown decided to show up.
Yahtzee.
And he showed out.
Look, Jahmyr Gibbs had 3 touchdowns.
Well, this was where was he the past couple of weeks? Because they, again, it wasn't their defense didn't. They gave up 30 points. They're just offense. Dallas could not stop them at all.
Yeah.
So now they started out through the air, and then Gibbs is the one who tore him a new one at the end. But he only had 12 carries.
Yeah.
3 of them.
That's like, remember against the Giants, he had like 15 for 200 something?
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, so look, I said the loser of that game is missing the playoffs. You heard it here first. Cowboys are out. They're not going to make this. Too many guys.
They were saying Pickens was like giving up. I didn't watch it, honestly.
You know what?
They said Pickens checked out.
Ryan Clark said something. A lot of people said something about this, so it must be true because these are all former players saying this shit. So
yeah,
nobody disagreed with that assessment that he
Did you see it?
There was one play where I wasn't sure.
Wasn't trying.
I wasn't sure. It kind of looked like that, but I didn't want to believe that because that game was the season. Because if you look at who the Cowboys are bunched in with, they lost to Carolina. They have now lost to Detroit. They have lost to...
They lost to these bubble teams.
They have all these bubble teams that are in there with them. They've lost to all of them. So they got to leapfrog like 4 teams, and they could run the table and not get in. Because some of these teams, if they just stay where they are, they're not going to jump.
Well, lucky for them, they have that tie. That tie could help them.
Well, it's against the Packers. We're going to talk about this game tonight, but I mean, they're in a bad spot. They're like Casey. Casey has to run the table and get help because Casey is in the same situation in the AFC where they are right on the bubble, but they have lost to all the bubble teams that are around them. I mean, except it's just, that are on that wild card thing. So, I mean, they lost to the Jaguars. They lost to Houston. They lost to the Chargers once already. They're in a bad spot. And here comes... I'm sorry, Casey didn't lose to Houston yet, but they're playing them tomorrow, and we're going to talk about that game as well. But anyway, it is Week 14, and we're going to talk. We have a very tight race going on here right now. We are all separated by a total of 3 games, so it's close. It's very close. Segment 2, we will talk about the college football playoff. A lot of interesting shit. Virginia is losing right now at halftime to Duke. God help us if Duke wins this game. JMU is rooting for this.
If it means JMU gets in, it's not that awful.
I know.
But it'd be nice to see UVA get in there.
It really would. It's to your sister's point, 25 years since they have been in something like this. So
and they weren't in the national championship conversation back then.
No.
They just were good. They
went to a bowl game.
They had Tiki and Rondé.
Yep.
They beat Florida State, who was ranked 1 or 2.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
But
so we're good.
I was just going to say, since there was no college football playoff, they really didn't have a shot at the national title.
Yeah.
Because they weren't one of the big powerhouses,
Yeah. So
but now,
here they are. They knock on the door, and
chance.
they handled Duke like a couple weeks ago, 34-17. So they should beat this. I know it's hard to beat a good team twice, but Duke is 7-5. They're not a bad team, but they're not really a great team. They're just above average, slightly.
Yeah.
So that's where I'd put them. And I can't name the big win on Duke's schedule. Of their 7 wins, I couldn't name you a big name or a ranked team they knocked off. So,
just
anyway,
Cupcake Central.
Maybe. We'll go through it in segment 2. But anyway, we'll start with segment 1. We were both 0-1, and Lawton is 1-0 because he went hometown Detroit, and Amon-Ra St. Brown had a game. So he showed up. So anyway, we're going to start with Seattle at Atlanta. This is a joke. Seattle is fighting for the 1 seed. That defense is elite. Atlanta's done. They're all done. I got to believe Seattle takes care of business in Atlanta. The next one, what about you? You disagree with that?
No, I mean, that's
okay.
Like you said, it's a joke.
This one is interesting. This one has become interesting. The Cincinnati Bengals, who are now healthy, are at the Buffalo Bills. Cincinnati went into Baltimore Thanksgiving night and bent the Ravens over. I mean, Buffalo beat the Ravens 41-40 at home, and they should have lost that game. Remember that game? They were down 40-25.
Was that like the first game of
the season? The Ravens, talk about a loafing. Yeah. The Ravens loafed them.
That's when Derrick Henry had the couple fumbles.
In that game, yeah. This is a tough call. Because Joe Burrow is balling already, and he's got his receivers. Buffalo's D is not very good.
But their offense is pretty damn good.
It is. Cincinnati's defense is. This is a.
What is Cincy's record?
They're 4-8. They are 2 games out of first, and one of Pittsburgh or Baltimore. One of them's going to lose tomorrow because they're facing each other. They've already beaten Baltimore in Baltimore.
I know.
There are 5 games to go. The winner of the NFC North might be 9-8. I'm just saying. I don't think it's over, and I don't think Cincy thinks it's over either.
So I keep telling myself in these games where I'm unsure, go with the home team.
Buffalo also has to go to New England next week. And I'm just wondering.
And I'll probably go with the Pats.
And I'm just wondering if they're peeking over the Bengals at that game because they know what that game means.
And but this game means just as much.
Does Buffalo, here's the question. Does Buffalo think that, and here's the problem, Buffalo's offense isn't as good as Cincy's offense. It's not.
But Buffalo's a better team than Cincinnati.
Joe Burrow missed how many games? They won 1 of them.
I know, but that defense is...
Let me ask you a question. If Joe Burrow doesn't get hurt, are they 4-8? Are the Bengals 4-8?
Obviously, no.
They're not. They're not. And they are not eliminated. I'm going with the Bengals in an upset. And I don't know that it's going to be an upset because I don't think Buffalo can stop these guys any more than I didn't think Baltimore could stop these guys. So Joe Burrow is. I'm going with the Bengals. The next one, Titans of the Toilet, game number 1, Tennessee at Cleveland. Tennessee is not going into Cleveland against that defense and breaking 10 points. I don't think.
Tennessee's looked a little better.
So is Cleveland.
Dude, did you see Cleveland last week? That was atrocious.
Who'd they play?
The Niners.
That's a 9-4 team.
I mean, who did the Titans play?
That has got their weapons back.
Who the Titans?
I don't know. The Titans are 2-11 though.
Yeah. What is Cleveland?
I think they're 3-8.
Same fucking name.
No, they have 1 more win.
Okay, there's still fucking travel.
I'm taking Cleveland.
Where is this game?
It's in Cleveland.
Okay, yeah.
Toilet Bowl number 2, Washington at Minnesota. I'll tell you what, I feel bad for the Commander fans because they have not been healthy all year long. Minnesota has a quarterback problem. I don't know.
Dude, if they're running Browser out there, you can't take Minnesota, right?
Well, I think what's his name's going to play tomorrow. I think
Who, JJ?
I think JJ's going to play tomorrow.
I think I'm still taking Washington.
That's a tough call.
I mean, they played Denver tough.
They could have won that game. Yeah, I got to believe Washington because they have the better quarterback because Daniels is playing, right? He's playing.
Oh, is he?
Well, maybe he's not. Mariota's playing.
I think Mariota played.
Well, he's actually played pretty well.
He's a decent backup.
Yeah, he hasn't been terrible. I mean, I trust him more than I trust whoever the fuck.
That's what I'm saying. I think we got to go with Washington.
I think you're right about this. I'm going to take Washington. I agree with you. Toilet Bowl number 3, which the winner of this, if this is Miami at the Jets. The thing is, both these teams are playing better recently. Miami's won 3 in a row. If they win, they are 6-7, and they are back in the playoff race.
Is this the first time they played? No, the Jets should have beat them the first game.
Yeah.
But Justin Fields was not good. He's not playing.
Okay.
Tyrod Taylor playing?
Yep.
Fuck, it's hard to pick the Jets 2 weeks in a row.
Dolphins are playing for something. They are not mathematically limited. They've won 3 in a row. They are playing for their coach.
In New York, though.
It's in New York. It's below 40 degrees. We know what happens when the Dolphins go north.
I'm going with the Jets.
I agree with you. The Jets, because it's below 40 degrees, are going to win that game. Just because of that. This is a big one. Actually, no, it's not. This is the next one. Don't get ahead of yourself, Alvin. This is the next one. New Orleans at Tampa Bay.
Oh, major.
Well,
I know, but that is a division game, and sometimes you see some wacky shit.
You do, but it's
in Tampa.
Yeah, I'm going with Tampa.
Yeah,
not that New Orleans won't hang around because they probably will.
Okay, well, they hung around against the Dolphins.
This is big game number 1. Well, not number 1. Is it number 1? Big game number 1.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah.
Well, the Bengals game is big.
That's a big game. Yeah, it is. 'Cause I think the Bengals.
Bills.
Yeah. This Indy at Jacksonville. This is a big game. I don't know who the Indianapolis Colts are other than Jonathan Taylor. Jacksonville, I can't figure them out. They've been winning.
They haven't lost since we put them in the top 10.
And they've been winning. And Lawrence has been playing better. I got to believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to find a way.
The Colts have lost 2 in a row, or is it 3 in a row?
2 in a row.
Yeah, I'm going Jags.
I'm going Jags. This is a rubber meets the road game. A dazed and flustered, stumbling, rumbling, bumbling Pittsburgh team in Baltimore who got bent over by the Bengals. So both these teams come in licking their wounds.
In Baltimore?
It's in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson is not healthy. He hasn't looked good in a month.
Yeah.
But they are in Baltimore.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. This is what happens. You put 4 giggles in the same... 4 sacklings in one room. I got to lean towards Baltimore here. I just don't see Pittsburgh recovering from what Buffalo did to them last week. They got bent over, and Derrick Henry is lining up against them. Derrick Henry. I think Baltimore wins that game at Baltimore. Denver.
Hard to pick the Steelers.
It's hard to pick the Steelers right now. I just don't believe in them.
And I just want them to keep losing because then Tomlin
your future,
come on the block.
Your future coach is in the lines. Yeah. Denver at the Raiders. This should be a laugher, but Denver should have lost to this team already. In Denver, I might add.
They couldn't score on them.
They could not score on them. For the life of me, I cannot figure out why.
Division game.
It's in Vegas.
Well, hopefully Bo Nix is now gambling.
I got to believe Denver's going to win this game because the Raiders aren't playing for anything. They're out of it.
Yeah, the Raiders stink.
They stink. I got to go with Denver on this one. It's just hard. This one is a huge one. Chicago at Green Bay.
Yahtzee.
This is a big one.
No Roma Dunze.
Yeah, he's out. This might be the biggest game of the weekend. It's one of the. There's 2 other ones that are really good too. I got to believe Green Bay man's up here.
Is this in Chicago?
No, it's in Green Bay.
Yeah, I like the Packers.
I like the Packers there, and it's going to be a Donny. Rams at the Cardinals. I would not want to be the Cardinals tomorrow. The Rams shit their pants majorly against the Carolina Panthers. I seriously doubt Matthew Stafford is going to have 4 turnovers tomorrow. I seriously believe he's going to throw 4 touchdown passes, though, maybe more. So I got the Rams in a rout on that one. The Sunday night game. This is a beaut, Tom.
What do we have?
Houston at KC. This might be Custer's last stand. Okay.
Kansas City better win this fucking game.
I think Kansas City is done.
You think they're losing this game?
Yes, I do. They are done.
They
are not. If this team could sack Josh Allen 8 times, and he is bigger, faster, and stronger than Patrick Mahomes, I don't see how Mahomes escapes this pass rush. I just don't see how he does. And you can talk about Andy Reid dialing up or whatever all you want, one of these masterful. No, he has to have time to do that. These guys come at you in waves, and they are good at all 3 of those. I would tell you right now, the Houston Texans have the best defense in the NFL, and you're going to see it on display. So.
Yeah, but the Chiefs have a good defense, too.
No, the Chiefs are actually, when they blitz, they are 27th in the league. When they blitz, they are 28th at getting any pressure. If KC, they can't get pressure with 4. That's why they've been blitzing it. It's not working. Their defense.
You're going Texans. I'm going. I got to give them one last stand.
Okay.
And they're at home.
Okay.
It's a Sunday nighter. We know Mahomes.
Well, the if you want to go with the Lawton Luntz approach, well, the NFL wants KC in the playoffs.
Wouldn't allow them.
They wouldn't allow them to lose this game.
Yeah.
By the way, if suddenly this defense gets 11 penalties called on it, then Lawton's right. So that will leave us to Monday night. This game
man. 3rd and 6 at like the 10. Virginia runs it, picks up the first down.
Where are they?
They're like about to go in. They're at the 6-yard line.
All right, well, we're gonna be picking this up on the side. Last game, Philadelphia at the Chargers. Both teams need this game.
Yeah, but Herbert just had surgery on his
offhand.
Is
he going to play?
I think he's questionable right now. I don't like the Chargers in that.
Philly is a tougher team. I just believe they're tougher than the Chargers.
They should be.
I think they're tougher. I don't think Philly's losing 3 in a row. And not if Herbert's not 100%. I don't think any chance of that if he's not 100%. So I got to believe Philly goes.
Philly's going to go.
I think Philly gets that done. Anyway, that's our picks. We'll come back segment 2. We are going to talk college football playoff. Did the Irish get in by putting their feet up on the couch? What to make of Alabama? Are they out? And the Donnybrook that is in the ACC. Duke is clinging 14-7. Virginia is in the red zone. Segment 2 coming right up.
Virginia's at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line. Segment 2 coming right up, like I said.